Hello, gamers! And today, I figured since I finally finished Chapter 4, why not do a dedicated Poppy Playtime tier list? Isn't that amazing? And we're gonna rank all the characters from the game on which characters I think are good, which characters I think are great, and which characters I think are terrible. So bad and so evil. But yeah, no, we're gonna go ahead and start ranking some characters. And we're gonna just start off with the main one, Poppy. Poppy is a C tier character. Everything Poppy does in the most recent chapter especially annoys the heck out of me. Poppy has done nothing but lie to us, barely tell us the truth, and basically discards us whenever she doesn't need us. She basically is just using us. And she participated in the Hour of Joy. And I don't even think she knows if there is any survivors down there. It's been 15 years. I'm pretty sure those people would starve to death by now. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure those people would starve to death by now. The fact that they all haven't died is kind of a miracle in itself, but they've just been eating each other. It's been quite gruesome. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna put Poppy in Z tier. Huggy Wuggy. Huggy Wuggy is an A tier. Huggy Wuggy is a great introduction villain. Oh my goodness, when he showed up the first time, it was ridiculous. He chased us and I was like, ah! Please don't kill me. And he's like, nah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. I'll never forget running through the vents while he's just like chasing behind you, and that's all you hear is just the thumping of him getting closer and closer and closer, and he's really, really fast. Yeah, it's yikes. The prototype, I will save him for last. We'll go to Mommy Longlegs. C tier as well. I found Mommy Longlegs kind of annoying. Her chase scene was a bit glitchy for me, so I kind of got into a death loop for a little bit. You know, if this was Project Playtime, which I do see Boxy Boo, so I might, you know, I'm gonna bring Project Playtime into this. Broken character AF, a really annoying and hard to go up against during the beta of that game. Oh my goodness, she's just a nightmare. Yeah, super annoying. And then the bunny with tambourine, very impending doom, you know, but it's like a cute little bunny that's gonna eat your face off, you know. It's just clapping the tambourine, slowly being lowered to you, you know. It could just wiggle off and like, you know, fall onto you and just kill you instantly, but it chooses not to. It chooses to scare you. Kind of a jerk. And by kinda, I mean definitely a jerk. Like, why are you banging the tambourine? Like, you know, if you're gonna kill me, bring it on. Let's throw hands. What is all this playing around kind of crap? How dare you? Alright, and now we go to the mini Huggy Wuggies. A tier. I really like their minigame in Project Playtime, when you got sent to a hole and then you had to like smack the Huggy Wuggies to stay alive until your friend pulled you out. That was a great system in the game. It's too bad that they got rid of it. And they basically gave up on Project Playtime. And I remember when that game was first coming out, I said, oh man, this game could probably dethrone Dead by Daylight. It has way more interesting mechanics, really good maps, and you know, it's decently balanced. And then they did 2 to 3 patches, which they got good until the final patch, which is the big patch that they did in like October or something, and then they took away the Huggy Wuggy cave. It was dubbed Too Scary. It was ridiculous. Oh my goodness, this is so frustrating. I am definitely upset about that. Because now it's like you just get put in a hole and then you just stay there. You don't do anything. You're not interacting with the game anymore. It was cool before because you could interact with the game and still play even though you were dying. So, you know. I can't believe that that was dubbed too scary. It's a horror game. You're allowed to be scary in a horror game. You know? And the jump scare wasn't even that bad. I don't know why they got rid of it. So annoying. Oh, dope. Our first S tier character, Kissy Missy. Kissy Missy has been nothing but a friend, a true friend, a great friend. I feel bad because I was kind of making fun of her in chapter 3 because she was sitting in her room all alone, and I was kind of picking on her, but she really didn't deserve that. She saved my life at least twice. So Kissy Missy's kind of the GOAT. Tried to save my life a 3rd time in the 4th game, but unfortunately, when she tried to give me a hand, she lost it. So yeah, I'm really messed up about that. The puppapede, that's the puppy centipede. This is B tier. The chase scene was too slow. I was kind of like goofing on the thing. I was really scared until I wasn't, and you know, it makes sense because that puzzle was kind of annoying to get through. So I mean, there is plenty of times where it could kill you, but it doesn't, you know. But yeah, it's kind of forgettable. It doesn't annoy me, but you know, it's kind of cute. So yeah, not much to say about that. Oh, and now we get our next A tier character. Top of A tier though. Top of A tier doesn't make it quite in the S tier because there's no character lore besides references into the game, but it's not, the character's not in the mainline games. Their own Boxy Boo is basically an exclusive for Project Playtime. One of the cooler characters, one of the cooler monsters in that game. My main in that game, really broken. His musical box would actually turn on whenever you were close to a survivor. So if you just followed the sound cue, you could find survivors really, really easily. And then he had a "get over here" attack, and then he could just like one-shot people. It was crazy. The character, people were saying this character sucked, but they just, you know, they didn't know how to play him yet. He's broken. Really, really broken. Really, really broken. Okay? Alright, we're gonna save Catnap for the end of the Chapter 3 monsters. Let's go ahead and start with the Smiling Critters! The Smiling Critters are really cool characters, and they have basically good backstories. Actually, I want to put them in A tier, but in reality, they're B tier. Because we don't have enough. They're not too involved in the game, besides the small ones. The small ones are in the game, and they're kind of annoying, and you just shoot a little fireball at them, and they go, "Ah! It's bright! Whoa! Calm down! Why are you shooting that at me? That's hot! It doesn't burn!" But yeah, that's basically their whole character. They're just like, "Whoa! Hey! Back up! What are you doing?" You know, it's pretty funny. But yeah, I like the large ones. What happened to them is tragic, and yeah, it was not good at all. All right, Nightmare Huggy Wuggy is also a B tier. You only get him in, you know, that one sequence in chapter 3 with the red smoke, and you're like, "Oh no, Huggy Wuggy's back!" Ah. No, please stop. And he's like, "I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you." And then you just walk down a straight hallway, and he's really slow and not as fast as the real Huggy Wuggy. This Huggy Wuggy, it's not on site. It's kind of like on casual. Yeah, so. Yep. So B tier. Now we go to another A tier character. Mr. Light. Oh my gosh, this chase scene was so scary. It had me freaking out the entire time. I think I was trembling a little bit. She was a weeping angel. I do not like that at all. You have to just stare at her, and then as soon as you looked away, she's like, like hauling ass to come kill you. It was ridiculous. It's like, bro, relax. Stop trying to kill me. Get away. While you're trying to solve puzzles and escape. It was so good, so well done. So well done. I really like that whole sequence inside of the school. It's ridiculous. She's a terrifying character, especially with a pencil mace. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Alright. Dog Day. Dog Day was a friend. He was a homie. He was just trying to help. And, you know, it's unfortunate what happened to him. Everything that happened to Dog Day was unfortunate. And bro was just trying to be a friend and then got ate from the inside out. And died. And then those things chased us. Alright. Our second S tier character. Catnap. Catnap was terrifying. Catnap is ridiculously strong. Catnap, I don't know what to say about this guy, dude. He was stalking me out throughout the whole game, watching me, waiting for me, coming after me. His boss fight was ridiculously hard. I think it still scars me to this day, a whole year later, and I still have not gotten over the boss fight with Catnap. Because my goodness, that fight was tough. And I love Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is dope. Okay, absolutely dope. But oh my goodness, Catnap is a monster. An absolute beast. His nightmare form is really scary. He's just really annoying. You know, it's kind of a shame that he died at the end of his chapter because I feel like they could have done more with him. But yeah, no, Catnap is definitely an S tier character. His lore's great. His backstory's tragic. You know, you really feel for him. He's also basically pure evil, you know? So, hey, yeah. The Nightmare Critters! We fought them. And there was a little sheep that spit acid at me. And I was like, man, why are you spitting at me? They're a little bit cooler. I wasn't really scared of them at all. They mugged me once, so they're a little bit cooler than the smiling critters, but you know. Yarnaby, Yarnaby, Yarnaby. I think Yarnaby is the top of B tier. He wasn't really scary. I kind of just like waddled around him. I think he only killed me once or twice. Honestly, his whole area was really easy to get past. Yeah. I like the little thing about him wanting to be my Yarnaby, my friend. Get it? Because he's yarn? So yeah, no, I liked it. I like the puns. I liked them because he made a pun. But the real Yarnaby, that Yarnaby was not making puns. He was just like, arf, arf. You know? Like an animal. Oh my goodness, it's Pianosaurus. 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 It's Pianosaurus. Rightfully in D tier. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like Pianosaurus. But bro, all we have is just that song and then him turning around and running at us, and that's it. That's it. That's all we get of Pianosaurus. I don't even know the backstory to his character. Like he's a cool character in concept, but very underutilized, and then died. You know, got executed. All right, now we have the Doctor. The Doctor, Harley Sawyer. A tier character, very cool for lore. His boss fight was kind of easy, not really intimidating. He wasn't really funny. He was kind of just annoying. But he's get A tier because of the lore. The lore! The lore! And speaking of A tier because of lore, the prototype is an A tier. You thought I was gonna put him in S tier, but no, he's an A tier character. It could change in chapter 5. I was shocked that the prototype basically was behind us the entire time. So everything that we were doing was actually his plan. He wanted those people to get murked because he wanted those parts. He wanted them to be part of him. And he was behind us the whole time. He could have killed us at the start of the game. You know that? You know that? He could have killed us at the start. He was literally, ever since the Mommy Longlegs, he was behind us the entire game. The entire game he was behind us. He wasn't messing around. He's not joking. He's not playing around. He is making you do the dirty work, and then he's going to kill us in the next chapter, probably. Oh my goodness. It is terrifying. He knew everything. I should have seen this coming. I kind of was like, Ollie sounds pretty... I was sus of him in the 3rd chapter, but I wanted to believe that he was good. And then he wasn't. He wasn't good at all. He was like Poppy and just abandoned us and then led us astray. And I'm starting to realize the only reason why he wanted to help us fix the safe haven generator is so that it would blow up and make the best character of the chapter 4 mad at me. Doey, as top of S tier. Doey is my favorite character. Doey is my favorite character in Poppy Playtime. And it hurts. I'm still sad that we had to kill him. His boss fight was tough, but that's because my computer was lagging. It was nothing bad to do with the boss fight. If I wasn't lagging, I'm sure the boss fight would have been fine and actually pretty easy. But my computer, not very strong. So I'm not going to dock him points for that. So speaking of the boss fight, we had the boss form Doey, which made me sad. So it's an A tier. You know? Doey's backstory is so good. It's so sad. You really feel for the character. He's really trying to be his best. And he's really just trying to, like, do what's right. And, oh my goodness, it's so heartbreaking. Because he doesn't mean to hurt people, but he does so unintentionally. I really relate to that, especially when I play like Marvel Rivals or something and I get like you know, too into the game and I like get upset. I don't mean to be mean. I don't think I am that mean, but you know, sometimes, you know, when you get really frustrated in a game, you just kind of go off, you know? But yeah. Dude, Doey, I thought Doey was gonna be my friend. I legitimately thought we were gonna be with him until the next chapter. And I thought, like he was gonna actually help us fight the prototype. But no, we murder him in cold blood. There were so many other options, but the game guides us to murder him, because if you don't, he just kills you. And it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so... I just remember him going, "I'm sorry. I tried to be better. I'm sorry." Like, I remember him saying that. It's so sad. It's so sad, man. It's so sad. And then we have either this is Laith Pierre or the owner of the company. This is a heavy lore character. If it's Laith Pierre, then he's an A tier. If it's the owner of the company, he's B tier. I don't really remember who this guy is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is the owner, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in B tier. We know somewhat about him to do with Poppy's backstory, but I don't care about that far at the start stuff of the company. I want to know the meat and potatoes of the company when all the monsters are being made. I want to know what his involvement was. You know, he was just greenlighting stuff from what I've gathered, but he never was getting his hands dirty. That was all Laith Pierre. And so if it is Laith, he's an A tier, probably S tier character. But if it's the owner, it's a B tier. And I'm thinking it's the owner, so I'm gonna leave him in B tier. So, yep. That's it for the tier list, gamers. If you liked watching, make sure you slap them nice something. Let me take a like and subscribe. We'll quickly go over the tier list of why they're there. Doughy, I mean, I kind of just went through it anyways. Doughy, Kissy Missy, Catnap, all S tiers, all because lore, all because I like them, all because they're either really, really scary or they're really, really cool and they're your friend, or they're your biggest enemy. So there you go. It kind of balances out. We got 2 friends up there and then 1 enemy up there. So yeah, and then in the A tier, we got Boxy Boo, we got Huggy Wuggy, we got Doughy Nightmare Form, we got, you know, Dr. Harley Sawyer, we got the mini Huggy Wuggies, Miss Delight, Dog Day, Prototype, all mainly in there because they stand on business or they're really good lore. MB tier, they're cool, you know. I don't mind them. They're good. C tier, they fill me with rage. And D tier, just not utilized. So underrated. Just bro was hardly used at all. And Pianosaurus is Pianosaurus. You got eaten by Pianosaurus. So you know, yeah. I don't know. I don't really care. I think Doughy was way cooler than Pianosaurus could have ever been. But yeah. Alright. Until we see each other again. Bye-bye.